Hey, shalom, shalom. How y'all doing? It's your brothers Amar with Dear Damn Crown Thinking. I pray y'all are blessed. Pray y'all are growing. Pray y'all been able to hit the accolades that you trying to hit in your life to become that person that you got to be. All right. Now today I'm gonna talk about something, and it's important to me because it matters. If y'all go check out my last video that I put up with Mr. David, he talked about something that we've been struggling with as a people is focus, and how we get caught up on distractions so much that we lose track of our goals and what we're trying to get in life. Now, he said when you lose focus, you lose faith. And I want to dissect that, because when he said that, I was sitting there like, bet, that's deep. That's deep. I rock with that. Now, we know that faith is a targeted goal per se that you're trying to get to, but it's not an act of faith without a work. So I always tell people an affirmation is supposed to be, in essence, a word feeding your action and your action feeding the word. That is a full affirmation. Anything that's just words is nothing. It's void. It's just words. You know, words are supposed to create movement. Words are supposed to create life. Words are supposed to create action. All right. That's why when you see people who hold certain roles and places, positions, and ranks, their words are very important, because when people hear those words are going to influence the way they act. This is why you gotta be careful about what you allow your focus to be on, because if you're focusing on all these distractions that's happening in the world, a lot of this stuff that's going on, I'm not saying it don't matter to no degree, but you gotta be careful, because the more stuff that the media puts before you and put out, those words are going to influence your actions, and those actions are going to either cause anxiety, they're going to cause you to respond in ways that you shouldn't respond. Everybody is going to be in a tense spirit, and it's going to cause issues. But again, let's look up what a distraction is, right? Let's do that first. And then we're going to cover something very, very thorough. Give me just a second. So, boom. Got something real dope. It's just a little mock-up. This, the guy that I got doing my cover for me, Namandi. Gonna have the full thing, but it's just something I got to look at, to be excited about, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, I got a book coming, and it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be a book and also a journal that you can utilize for your growth. All right. It's a guided inspection. You feel me? So you can learn more about yourself, learn more about who you are. It's not a religious or I would say perspective-based book, right? But it is more general for anybody to be able to use and access, taking principles that I've learned from my spiritual walk, that I've learned from my creator, that I've learned from my side of life, that I can just throw out general tips that can help out anybody, the old, the young, man, woman, child. Again, I'm always gonna go for the brothers first, because I am a man. I want to talk to the men. But if this can help any other sisters, you know, we all the way down for it. But let's look this up real quick. What is a distraction by definition? Let's see what it says. All right, so it says a distraction is anything internal, like stress or fatigue, or external, like noise, that pulls attention away from a primary task or focus, or it can be an activity that provides amusement or entertainment. Distractions interrupt concentration and can lead to mental turmoil or an inability to complete tasks. Now, that's important. We want to be able to get our tasks done, man. You don't want to allow something to get in the way that could take you off alignment, right? It says key aspects of distractions: interrupting attention. The core function of a distraction is to divert your attention from what you are supposed to be doing. All right. I ain't even gotta go deep into that. Everybody know what their thing is. What is it that you're supposed to be doing? What is it that you're supposed to be focusing on? Whether that's something great or there's something small. Internal versus external. Distractions can come within you, worries, tiredness, and a wandering mind. That we got to be careful with these phones, because these phones, they can easily be a tool or resource, but they can more so than most likely become one of our greatest distractions in our life. It'll distract you from your family. It'll distract you from your intimate moments in your life. It'll distract you from completing important tasks. And it can distract you from even understanding how it's affecting your health in a negative way. All right? Purpose. Sometimes distractions are usually used intentionally to create amusement or diversion. Right? Then it says, as such as when a child is given a toy to play with. All right? Consequences. Being distracted can make it difficult to concentrate, complete a task, or even cause confusion or mental turmoil. All right? So all those give you those focuses, but I wanted to go over something in my journal that I feel like can be helpful to you all, and just give you all an idea of what you can expect when the journals come out and how they're gonna be able to help you. So y'all bear with me. I'm about to pull it up. All right, so we're gonna be covering a section on focus. All right, so before we get started, I'm gonna take 10 seconds for everybody to sit and focus. Alright, bet. So now that we focus, let's read over this section. Focus. To focus on a thing is to make it the center of your attention. An unsuccessful man is often the epitome of an unfocused man. In many ways throughout life, we demonstrate both sides of the equation. What it looks like to be focused and what it looks like to be unfocused. Once we come to the full realization that in most cases, our reality is simply an exhibition and a manifestation of the way that we think, we understand why being focused is key. Focus means having a concentrated resolve to reach your desired end. I focus so deeply on a goal that completing it becomes just a step in a process I've already achieved mentally and vision so heavily that no matter what obstacles or distractions arise, I stay aligned with my expectancy to fulfill it. In life, we often demonstrate focus in a negative way by placing so much attention on what we can't do or fixating on the negative aspects of what we can do, that we begin to manifest the lowest form of ourselves. Reverse the curse and focus. Look, I can't emphasize enough to you why I believe this is going to be one of the most impactful self-help and developmental, evolving, life-changing, and again, guided, inspective books out there that you ever gonna put your hand on, because I put a lot of thought and intention into this, and if you use it right every week, there'll be a subject for you to cover. But like this week, if you've been a person that's been struggling with focus and you really take the time to do the assessments that we got up on there to help you find who you are, how you do things, a better way to do it, all through your own answers. All right, like I said, y'all be on the lookout. 50 Keys of Wisdom, 50 Unlocked Doors coming soon. I pray that y'all been getting a lot out of these videos and that you continue to get a lot. Again, all this stuff is forged with intention and alignment to help you get yourself where you need to be. May y'all be blessed. Have a great night. Tap in with me. Make sure y'all share, like, comment, subscribe to the page. Your brothers Amar.